għall-fiżiku, għall-moħħ u għall-ispirtu. Hemm teknika li inti u proċess li titgħallmu f'dan it-sessijat u li inti tħossok aħjar u jkollok xi ħaġa biex tibda biex inti tibda tipprattika. Irid infakkar li l-Art of Living Malta jintaqgħu darba nhar ta' tnejn biex min kun irid li jkun għamel dan il-workshop jista' jiġi u nipprattikaw flimkien u nintaqgħu darba nhar ta' tnejn. Min jiġi mhux isir il-kors bħalma jsir ħafna postijiet u mbagħad it-teachers jitlaqgħu no, aħna għandna għaqda Malta jisimha l-Art of Living u min jagħmel il-kors jista' jibqa' jiġi meta nintaqgħu darba fil-ġimgħa u nipprattikaw dak li nkunu tal-limna.
Naħseb matul anke dan il-weekend Alfred se tagħtu informazzjoni dwar l-Art of Living. Alfred, min jixtieq eżattament li jattendi l-lejla dawn id-9 sigħat? Għandu jiġi u l-ewwel nett, jiġi komdu, jiġi libes? Le, min jixtieq jiġi l-ewwel nett l-aħjar iċempellili. Eżattament. Ħanatu n-numru tat-telefon fil-fatt 992-73-76. ħabbar dan il-numru iktar tard għaliex aħna forsi naħasdukom ma nkunux nafu x'qed jiġri fid-dar u allura ma jkollkomx karta u bajro biex tiktbu dan il-numru 99-42-73-76. Senatu il-kontatti iktar tard.
U min irid ukoll hekk irid iktar diskrizzjoni fuq il-kors jidħol fil-website tiegħi hemm description fuq il-kors x'jagħmel kollu ġifieri. Fuq il-website tiegħi hemm l-informazzjoni anke l-address fejn se jsir il-kors kollu.
U il-website hija x'tikteb Alfred Difesa jew kellha
www.omni-ideas.com.
All right, neġgħu nagħtu aktar tard ukoll il-website. Eżattament omni-ideas.com. Alfred, interessanti wkoll illi.
U saqsejtni, nina ma jiġi jilbes polit, jiġi jilbes loose clothing u anke jġib xi yoga mat jew xi gverta.
Meta tgħid yoga mat, x'inhi
xi ħaġa biex toqgħod fl-art, għax ikun hemm
imħadda.
Le, xi ħaġa biex toqgħod fl-art. Xi ħaġa biex
mhux kutra.
Għamel iġib kutra, mhux kulħadd iġib l-istgħu. Jiena ma nafx inġib, l-insib qabel ma noħroġ imma yoga mat, imma il-fatt huwa li inti tant tħossok rilassat meta nagħmlu xi exercises fiżikali bħal dan hu exercise jgħidulu bastika. Ara dan hu exercise fejn jori kif toħloq l-enerġija. U mal-breathing. Alla, wieħed minnhom għax u allura mhux se tiġi tilbes b'inġlek obbligata minn xi.
Jew biż-żarbun.
Jew biż-żarbun, ejja bis-slipper rilassat min ikollu l-età jistgħu fuq is-siġġu min ikollu jistgħu bil-qeda fl-art u affrid.
Jiena xi ħaġa li maravilljatni kien hemm anke anzjani.
Kien hemm nies ta' 80 sena l-biera,
imma għandhom sens ta' li kif iħarsu lejn il-ħajja b'mod sabiħ, b'mod li jgħalmuni, jien għadni fl-aħjar ta' ħajti, le? Jgħalmuk. U ovvjament iridu jġibu magħhom lilhom infushom b'mod li ħarsu lejn il-ħajja ħajkwistaw lejn il-ħajja.
Min irid iċempilli jiena nispjegalu iktar individwali ġifieri skontle, imma fuq il-website hemm l-informazzjoni u jiena nista' nagħti l-informazzjoni kollox qed tifhem u hemm li jridu.
Eżattament.
Aħna ħajsir ġo Malta, ġifieri meta plani.
Eżattament. omni-ideas.com jew inkella 9942-7376. Mill-10 l-hemm tistgħu tibdew iċċemplu u ejjew issimgħu minni takkwistaw xi ħaġa interessanti.
Għax tieħdu gost. Il-ħajja titrasforma ruħha u tibda tinbidel u jkollok l-lodda għax hu utli tajt isma' tagħmel xekk, hemm bżonn hekk. Trid lodda biex tipprattika. U meta inti issib għodda ta' xejn differenti milli inti s-soltu tuża li probabbli ġiet monotona għax inti qed issib xi ħaġa ġdida, dik ħajkoll iktar effettiv fuqek. Fuq imbagħad inti meta tuża din l-għodda tibda tara kif li l-għodda li kellek li ġiet mit-tradizzjoni tiegħek tibda tifhimha iktar u tibda tuża aħjar għax ikollok iktar saħħa. Tifhem? Però ftit ilu bdejna nitkellmu fuq What can you tell us about the chakras? What are chakras? Can you tell us something about them?
Our life is governed by a life force energy, and chakras are just energy centers in the body. There are 7 such chakras.
Seven.
Yeah, and it's like a transmission tower. Like when we have a cell phone network, there are transmission towers. So 7 chakras are transmission of energy, do the transmission of energy in various parts of the body. They affect our emotions, they affect our emotional well-being, and each chakra is very unique. It's a big science, how even the language has been derived from what these chakras do, and it's an experiential thing. Like the most common is the heart chakra, which is connected with love, and that is what we say. When we are in love, my heart is beating, and it is also connected with fear. So that is the sensation we feel in the heart region, and it is also connected with hatred. So these 3 emotions are connected with the heart chakra. And in the same way, various chakras connect ourselves to different emotions, both positive and negative. And when we learn to meditate, when we do the Sudarshan Kriya, the negative emotions then turn into positive emotions. And that is how we feel emotionally also very happy. We can get rid of our jealousy, we can get rid of our hatred and sadness and laziness, because when we don't know how to handle this energy, we tend to move towards the negative side of the chakra. But if we learn to handle the energy, then we can keep the energy more on the positive side. Then we can be more happy, joyful, free from all these negative emotions of anger, frustration, guilt.
Għanna 7 chakras fil-fatt.
Għanna 7 chakras li huma 7 ċentri ta' enerġija, isom 7 substations fis-sistema. U dawn is-7 ċentri huma ħafna powerful. U dawn l-eżerċizzi huma mirati biex inatfuhom u jiftuhom. Pegalu semma l-heart chakra li hija relatata mal-imħabba, mal-mibeda. Qed tifhem, allura f'kull ċakra għandek il-pożittiv u n-negattiv. Issa, meta inti għandek iċ-ċakras magħluqin, ma tistax topra. Topra ma' mod mekkaniku. Għalhekk il-bniedem huwa influenzat bil-ħsibijiet u ma jistax iwaqqafhom. U isu ma jistax ikkontrollhom. U ġi isek il-ħabs taħt ruxmata ta' ħsibijiet. U tasserva meta tistemmaħ fil-għodu mbagħad tibqa' fis-sokk biex jiġrilek. Iċ-channels tas-satellite kollha jidħlu f'moħħok tibda tara ma tqum għajjien. Allora, dan meta inti qed tipprattika dan it-tip ta' sistemi, qed jiġu mirati biex jiftħulek iċ-chakras tiegħek. U mbagħad il-ħajja topra ħajja. Ġieli per każu tkun jaqalalek xi ħaġa fil-ħajja tajt, ara jien bħalissa kemm jien kalm is-soltu kemm noħodha bi kbira di, tkun għamilt xi ħaġa, tkun ipprattikajt xi ħaġa u tiftakar fiha. Issa, meta inti qed jinfetħu ċ-chakras, għax inti mhux li tagħmel dal-kors, li tibqa' tipprattika. U qed tnaddaf lilek innifsek. Inti jkollok saħħa u enerġija li mbagħad f'daqqa waħda u waħedhom jitilqu ċertu ħsibijiet. Waħda tibda titlaq lejra u n-nibeda u inti tibda taqbad ir-rabja u tgħid le, m'għandix għalfejn. Naħli l-enerġija kollha. Ġifieri iċ-chakras hemm ħafna informazzjoni fuqhom. U għamin u tkellem fil-qasir, ma tkellem tajjeb li huma 7 u li hemm ħafna x'nitalmu. U hekk tiġi għal dal-workshop, ħassib xi ħaġa hekk ma smajta kif tajtara. At least hemm xi ħaġa li jiena nista' nibda nifhem lil innifsi. Għax jħassa tisma' nies għandi dil-problema, u minn problema ġi problema u jorqdu fil-biża tal-problema. Meta jekk inti tibda tiftaħ dawn iċ-chakras, jibdew jiġuk idejat kif se tisma' mill-problema, kif se tosservaha, kif se tuħu passi, ma tkomplix iżżid mal-problema.
Ekku.
So it's good how you spoke about. I would like to ask you a question about karma. What is karma? Can you tell us something about karma?
No, it is the principle of life. See, if you sow a mango seed, you will get mango fruit. If you sow an apple seed, then you get apple fruit. You cannot sow a mango seed and expect carrots out of it. So that is what the theory of karma is whatever you do in your life has its own consequences. The consequences are decided. You cannot say I am going to spread hatred and I want peace in my life. You have to sow the seeds of peace to want peace in life, to get peace back in life. You have to sow the seeds of love to get love back in life. And that is the underlying principle of everything in this universe. So whatever actions we have, whatever inactions we have, everything has its own consequence. And we cannot expect things otherwise.
So in Maltese we have the saying,
jekk tiżra fjuri,
tiżra taħsad. Ġifieri, u kif dak li tagħmel tirċievi. Ġifieri, I mean
karma.
So does it mean that if I am sick or if I have a lot of trouble in the family, some time ago I have put some seed of that nature and now I am receiving it?
Yeah, in a very simplistic understanding, yes. But it's also not what I have done. I am connected to my family. So somebody might have done something wrong in the family and it affects me.
Yes.
Somebody might have done something wrong in the society and it affects me.
Yes.
Isn't it? Or something might have done something right in my family or right in the society and that affects me. So it's a very complicated understanding. In fact, it is said that even the most intelligent people cannot understand karma to its fullest. It is a very complicated subject, but in a very simplistic model is every effect, every cause has its own effect.
So I don't have to blame myself if I end up into a family full of problems. Just I have to find new ways and means how to open up my chakras.
Yeah.
And then I will affect my own family.
Correct.
I will affect this.
So no matter what situation you are in, we can change. If you are getting a lot of carrots and we don't like carrots, we start sowing apple seeds. Eventually, we'll start getting apple.
If I am a passenger, for example, and I'm going to Australia, and there is a hijacking. What am I? I done nothing.
Yeah. See, it is. I said no. Somebody in society has done some mistake.
Somebody in the society
has done some mistake. Because of that, you are facing those consequences. The security people did not check the baggage for weapons, and that is why the hijacking has happened. So it's a very complicated term. It's not only what I do. Every action has its consequences. It may be my action. It might be somebody else's action, and every action has its consequences. That is what we mean by karma.
I see.
And you have the karma of a country, like for example what's happening in Libya is the karma of Libya.
Country.
Not only of an individual, but of the whole country. And we are one, we are part of the whole system.
Yeah, and whatever is happening in Libya also affects Malta in some way.
Yes.
Also affects India in some way, also affects the world in some way. So every action has its consequences somewhere or the other.
So I have another question before we finish. Can you tell us about the courses which Art of Living do? I know there is a lot, but can you things which not only the Art of Breathing, they do other courses. I suppose they do even courses for children as well. Can you tell us more about?
Oh, we have more than 60 courses for different types of people, for children, right from the age of 8. From 8 to 13, we have an Art Excel course. From 14 to 17, we have a YES course, Youth Empowerment Seminar. And then we have a YES Plus course, 18 to 24. So special courses for children and youth. We have special women empowerment programs. We have programs for the prisons. We have programs for the rural youth, rural people. We have programs to make youth leaders. We have programs for companies. We have programs for politicians and the leaders. So it's a whole gamut of programs. We have programs for cooking, and we have programs for mathematics, and we have a number of programs, each enriching life, each making life better. And all these programs have been inspired by His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. He is the inspiration behind these programs. The guidance, the inspiration comes from him.
The founder.
I mean, Sri Ravi Shankar, can you tell us something about him? I heard that at the age of 3 he was reciting the scriptures. Can you tell us something about him?
Yeah, for me the most simple thing to tell about him is there have been so many people who have been talking about love. There are so many people who have been talking about peace. But here is a person who totally practices love in every situation. It's unbelievable how he can be loving and caring no matter what you do. It's unbelievable how he can be peaceful in all situations. You know, the whole world around him can be on fire and yet he can maintain his calmness. So here is a person who is practicing it 100%. Somebody who's made it so practical. You know, for me, it was always like that. Like since childhood, people would tell me always be loving, be caring, be sharing, be calm, be peaceful, don't be violent, don't be angry. But nobody ever told us how, and nobody made it look so practical. Nobody showed me the practical ways to achieve these things. But being with him, I have learned practically how not to be angry. I have learned practically how to be calm. I have learned practically how to be loving and caring. And you know, he's a person to experience. Any amount of words cannot describe the experience of being with him. You know, it's totally a different experience being with him.
Hopefully we invite him to Malta one day, but he's involved in United Nations. He's very much involved all over the world.
He's involved with a lot of peace efforts all over the world. He carries the message of peace, and even the Berlin event is, you know, a peace event to create peace on this planet. And peace happens with peace and an individual mind. As long as an individual mind is disturbed, there will be no peace in society, because individual minds make up a society. If there is violence in a person's mind, then the society will be violent. And if we have to bring long-lasting peace, if we have to bring long-lasting happiness in society, each and every person in this world has to learn to be happy, has to learn to become peaceful, has to learn to become non-violent. And only then this society can be peaceful and non-violent. And that is what his message is, you know, individual peace to societal peace.
Jina Alfred, wasalna għaliex fadlilna xblok noħra interessanti, għandna mistieden ieħor wara Swami Ji. Jina I wish that during this weekend Swami Ji will give us lots of energy, lots of love, lots of
and we have to receive it as well.
Yes, we have to receive it. Yes. Jina nħeġġeġ lit-telespettaturi tagħna iċemplu wara l-10 lil Alfred Difesa fuq 99427376. U ejjew għax hemm x'tirċievi. Hemm ħafna affarijiet li huma interessanti, jiena mort dawn il-jumejn u rċevejt ħafna. U naħseb u nemmen li matul dan il-weekend se nirċievi wkoll. Tista' wkoll tidħol fuq omni-ideas.com. Alfred, grazzi ħafna, grazzi anke tal-opportunità li laqgħajtna ma' Swami Ji.
Grazzi lis-telespettaturi u grazzi lilek li ntqajna. Minix ġimgħa nintqajna jina went.
Inna ġimgħa ħbib.
Ġimgħa ħbib.
U f'ġimgħa jna jistana full żmien.
U morna ċaddik fil-għodu kmieni, tempi kollu.
Ekku. Grazzi ħafna. Grazzi, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, grazzi, all the best.
Thank you very much. Wafu qasira wara għandna magħna lil William Ketkuti u Marija Kuppala fejn flimkien magħhom se nitkellmu dwar William Ketkuti fil-fatt, il-Malti li ġab unur lil pajjiżna. Ibqgħu magħna.